Okay guys, welcome back to Bearded Lumber. Matthew and I appreciate you tuning in. I'm gonna cover a topic today that's probably gonna irritate a bunch of you because there's so many varied opinions on it and mine's different than yours, but I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. So come right back and we'll get into it. Okay guys, welcome back. Let me start off by saying there's no wrong answer here. Should you or should you not paint the end of your logs? Should you anchor seal the end of your logs? Before we get into anything, let me just say, if it makes you feel better, do it, by all means. Okay. Now that being said, I try to explain to people that ask me that a good log is not going to split. A log that's got a lot of tension, I don't care what you paint it with. You can paint it with 24 karat gold. It's going to split because of the innate amount of tension that's in that log. We got a whole pile of logs here that come from one customer. They were all cut at the same time, and they took the effort to paint them all. And, you know, this happens. You know, there's one over there just as bad. And then some of the others, excuse me, didn't do a thing. Did the paint help it? Excuse me. No. Did it hurt it? No. Do I think it was worth this time and effort to do it? Not really. I wouldn't have done it. And I'm going to prove that to you with some logs that I got laying here. But like I say, by all means, if you feel like it helps, do it. It's not going to hurt by any stretch of the imagination. And even in a good log, if you seal the end of that log up, it will slow the drying, you know, in the first 6-8 inches of that log. And it'll help maybe some micro cracking. But overall, I just don't see the benefit for myself. So let's walk over here to the other side. I got a buddy that left me some logs. We'll have to have a come to Jesus meeting on these. I'll show you why in just a second. Okay guys, we're on the other side of the pile. I got 3 big white oak logs. One of my farmer buddies, if you're listening. Now this one's 40 inches, that one's a little bigger, and the one on the end's even bigger. Now, this guy has been doing woodworking longer than I've been living. Probably. He's done a lot of woodworking over the years. He didn't paint these logs. And if I ask him, he'd probably tell you the same thing I did. There's really not a whole lot of benefit, no hurt. But to be honest with you, we're going to quarter saw all of these 3 big logs. I would rather it crack right now and show me where the tension is before we get into it, so that when I start making my cuts, I can cut around that tension and go ahead and get it out of the log. And these are big, and they got some little cracks in them, not to be unexpected. The grain in this is not near as good as these white oak over here. This was a yard tree where these came out of a forest, and they got a lot tighter grain and most likely have a lot less tension. Now, we're gonna walk right over here. I got a pile of wood left for a customer that was knocked down in Hurricane Helene. We went through and did all the white pine for them, and we're just kind of sitting on this last little bit of red oak, a few pieces of white oak, and some maple. And that's been 18 months, and none of that's been painted. So let's go over there and take a look at it and see what, if any, deformation we can find. Okay guys, let's go through this pile here. I got red oak, piece of hickory, piece of white oak, piece of red oak, white oak. There's a piece of maple. There's another maple. So we got kind of a Duke's mix. Might be a little hard to see. After 18 months, this log has got this crack right here. And when I get ready to cut it, I'm glad it'll have it because I know where the tension's at. Right there is where the tension was. Now here's one. After 18 months, it's just opened a little bit right around the heart. Well, we're going to cut a 4x4 or 4x6 heart anyway, so that won't matter. Then this piece of red oak, you know, it really opened up. So there's a lot of heart tension there. So when we go to make boards out of it, we'll get rid of that. So I'm kind of glad it split. Here's a piece of white oak. You know, other than right around the heart, it's good. Same thing with this old red oak here. It's actually double trunked. It's got 2 hearts in it. Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of good log to start with. Then we move up here to the maples. Now this one's got a stress crack right down the center of it. That's good. We know where the stress is at. This one here, it's just dry cracked a little on the end. Nothing, no big problem. Same thing here. And then this one's good. So, I hope that helps, guys. Like I say, I know I'm gonna stir up a hornet's nest because everybody has their opinion. I've been on the WoodMizer Facebook page, and you know, you almost have to tell people, be civil. You know, state your opinion, but be nice about it. But I'll end by saying this: it never hurts to do it. Just don't think that you're going to keep a log from checking because you painted it. That will not happen. If it's got tension, it's going to check. That's why I don't waste my time doing it. We got hundreds and hundreds of logs we got to saw, and I'm not going to paint my logs, and I'm not going to paint your logs. Now, if you want to paint them before you bring them to me, have at it. But that's why you cut logs long. You know, 18.6, 18.8, or 8'8", 12'8", 16'8". So you can trim a little of this end checking off. So there it is. I stuck my finger in the hornet's nest. I'm sure we stirred up a pile here. So leave me your comments. Be respectful to everyone. Everybody has a different opinion about it. You know what they say about opinions. Everybody's got one. So that's gonna do it. Big shout out to Matthew and Solomon that edited these videos. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to check out Solomon's channel, Third Beard Fishing. Time this comes out, we'll be running up against another outdoor forestry and roundtable. It'll be the 3rd Saturday of the month at 8 o'clock. You can come back here to our YouTube channel. We'll have a link, take you right in. Matthew and I answer questions. Any of the other panelists, as well as our special guest. We'd love to see you come in. Big shout out to WoodMizer. We got this big pile of white oak we're going through. Stay tuned for the next video because we're getting ready to saw it. So that's going to do it. Thanks for each and every one of you watching. Y'all say a prayer for Matthew. The time you see this, you have a new baby girl in the house. So anyway, that's going to do it, guys. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.